when we hear the word Eden, we think of Adam, Eve, Steve, for those who feel nasty. We also picture the forbidden fruit, picturesque gardens, and the birthplace of sin. Yeah, Adam, Eve, I'm looking at you, cause. But today, we aren't talking about a beautiful, beautiful, precious garden that had to be ruined by Adam and Eve. I'm joking, but by sin. Instead, we are diving into the Eden Browne estate. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's me, Cavalli. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I know I've been gone for so long. I know you guys miss me because I missed you. Give me a kiss right here. Pucker up. In today's topic, we'll be talking about something that I saw and I wanted to talk about. Is that fair? Located on the small but yet beautiful island of Nevis, the Eden Browne estate was established in 1740 by James Browne. At first, I thought it was James Browne, King of Soul, but no, it wasn't that James Browne. We don't know much about this James Browne, but what we know is he owned the shit, and probably he was white. 17th century, owning shit. You had to be white. James Browne overseer the estate alongside his son bearing the same name, James Browne Jr. I don't know what's up with people back then always have to boring names, name their sons after them, their daughters after them, Junior, this. I hate it. James Jr. took up the mantle in ensuring the day-to-day runnings of the estates, making upgrades to buildings, and most importantly, the sugar mill. Now, the sugar mill was one of the estate's biggest operations, so James Jr. upgrading it made Eden Browne estate one of the biggest operations on the island. However, James kept getting sick due to the crazy harsh weather here in the Caribbean, and I'm from the Caribbean. It be hot, okay? It be hot, and I sometimes be dying. Help me, help me. So he left to a much suitable weather in North America. James left the estate to his little sister Elizabeth White in 1797. She was like, okay, I'll take it, thanks. But Elizabeth, she later sold it to a businessman of Scottish-Irish descent by the name of Edward Huggins. I think Huggins, because we say Huggins down here, but y'all might say Huggins, so I'm going to just say Huggins. Huggins furthered the dreams of James Jr. by growing upon the sugar enterprise. He turned the estate into a fully operational sugar plantation, making it even more successful and more grand. Now to Edward, the estate was his heaven on earth. It was his honey to his comb. He was his and it was everything to him. But to other people, they're looking at Edward like, that Edward guy, we don't know much, we don't know about all of that, okay? And we gotta investigate. So, we know this is the 17th century, and of course, there wasn't much mechanical machines and machineries around. So we know for a fact that he had to use human labor. However, everyone at that time probably used human labor. And human labor, and you guessed it, slave. But on Edward's hand, he was called out for abusing his slaves. It's just a double-ended story because having slaves, it was terrible. But it's people now would be like, oh, well, I don't mistreat my slaves, but you do. Anyways, so word kept going around that he was abusing and mistreating his slaves until it got him in trouble and was sentenced to trial in 1871 in England. This trial opened up the floodgate for a lot of things that was going on at the estate, which Edward probably didn't want out, and that shed a light on things that was happening over there. Also, this was like a landmark case in the history of Nevers as it spawned the movement of enslaved people to be free and eventually led to the 1833 Act of Emancipation. If you don't know what emancipation is, Google sis. It was that time in every oppressed woman's life back then, and it was that time to be married. Okay? And preferably to the highest bidder. I like to say bidder because it's like sometimes people get married to people who they don't love. So, yeah, highest bidder. And that time came for Julia, Edward's daughter. Edward decided to take it up a notch and make the estate even grander. I'm not saying grinder. Oh my god, grinder. He decided to take it up a notch to make the estate even grander. Think I get it? In order to impress the wealthy suitors and more importantly, the Maynard family. Now, the Maynard family was one of the other richest family. I was just adding words. The Maynard family was another sugar plantation family that was also successful. And, you know, Edward want a piece of the pie. And like I said, like, married into another rich, successful family. Oh, yeah. That's a power move right there. Edward decided to marry his daughter off to the Maynard family, specifically the son Walter Maynard. Edward, he was a sucker for decorating because he loved to renovate and do all that. And he made preparations for the wedding. The great house was filled with handcrafted furniture from Africa, silverware from China, and delicious edibles from all around the world. Everything was just grand and beautiful and big. He just wanted to let everybody know that, listen, we are two powerful sugar plantations and we are decided to join forces. So yeah, I'm here. Edward, me. I mean, it was a power move, like I said. So yeah, the day of the wedding came, you know, everyone is coming. Everyone on Nevers is coming. Everyone from Europe is coming. Everyone. It's going to be grand. It's going to be beautiful. That's when an argument broke out. You know, while Julia's upstairs getting ready, the servants are probably putting shit in order. Edward's probably getting ready, talking to business people. You know, everyone is trying to get ready. This argument happened between Walter Maynard and John Huggins. And you mean, ask yourself, Cavalli, like, who is John, bitch? Well, John Huggins was Julia's brother and Edward's son. Many people claim that the argument was so heated that it turned into a fight. Now, this is where the story gets muddy, of course, in art history. Many people have said that, you know, the Maynard family was more progressive. Even though they had slaves, they were so progressive at some point. For some reason, and they hated that the Huggins family was mistreating their slaves, and you know, didn't like that, and that's what caused the fight. But in other instances, which is more juicier to me, Walter and John was fighting over a girl that happens to be a house girl, you know, like. And that's the reason why the fight occurred. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's juicier. You know, that's juicier. Walter decided to throw a drink at John. And that made John even more furious. Like, oh my gosh, this dude want to take my girl from me. Which is so well, because Walter is supposed to be getting married. And you are Julia's brother. Like, what is really going on up in here? What is going on? John, on the other hand, got so heated and so upset of that drink being thrown on him that he challenged Walter to a duel. Many, I don't know how many is many, but people have claimed that it was just to blow off steam. It wasn't something that was supposed to be deadly or anything, but John and Walter draw their guns at each other and killed each other in cold blood. Yeah. But I have another theory. I know it might be a little far-fetched. I know it might be a little crazy. But what if John and Walter was like Romeo and Juliet? If you catch my drift. And like didn't want people to find out because it was the 17th century. And yeah, you know. Maybe I'm just nasty in my head, and maybe it's nothing like that. But just think about it. Having an argument on the wedding day of all days, on the wedding day. I don't know. What you think? Let me know. A loud scream echoed throughout the castle. It was the bride Julia. Like, she saw her brother and her soon-to-be husband in cold blood on the floor. That must have been so devastating for her. Everyone, and I mean everyone, was gathering around like, what? Like, wondering what was going on. And it was like a big embarrassment to the Maynard and the Huggins family, because damn, a murder at the estate on my daughter's wedding when two big forces were supposed to join together. What is going on? But sadly, this incident caused the estate to lose her name, basically her dignity and everything, even though the slavery thing was also a thing. But this really drove it in there for them. And also Julia lost her mind, losing her brother and her soon-to-be husband. I mean, yeah, that would make anybody go crazy. And imagine finding out why, the reason, like counting out the slavery part of it, but just think about like, damn, oh my gosh, my brother was in love with a hearse girl and my husband too. I was like, so she lost her mind and spent the rest of her life in solitude. Don't know what happened to her father, don't know what happened to the Maynard family after that, but yeah. But it's been years since the incident, and people start talking and people talk, and murder happened at a estate. Oh, of course they're gonna be ghosts, of course they're gonna be spirits, of course they're gonna be some form of entity roaming around. Many visitors who have visited the crumbled ruins states that they hear wailing at night, and they stand to see Julia walking around the yard crying, looking for her love. I mean, yeah, that one must be frightening for anybody. Others have said they see other apparitions on the estate. They have been pushed, kicked, cold spots, seeing smoky apparitions and so forth. I kind of want to go explore there. Like, it would be fun to just see, like, okay, people saying all this, like, would it actually, like, happen? Like, I don't know. Like, I just want to experience that. Like, go to that, like, on haunted house and just experience that. But yeah, that's that. Like, she's just trying to find her love again, or trying to, yeah. Let me know what y'all think down below, about this story, about this topic. And if y'all want to visit the Eden Browne estate, you can visit it. Go visit it and tell me what y'all think. Tell me what y'all discovered and saw and so forth. Yeah, so this ends today's topic. I'm gonna see you guys in another video. Remember, God bless, and I love you guys so much. Bye, guys.